Have you ever wondered why sincere, hardworking, morally upright people often struggle longer, while others with less integrity seem to rise faster? It feels unfair, even discouraging. Yet across spiritual wisdom, life experience, and inner growth, there is a powerful truth: delay is not denial, it is preparation. What looks like heaven's silence is often heaven's strategy. Success that arrives too early often becomes a burden rather than a blessing. When achievement comes without struggle, the inner structure required to sustain it is usually missing. This is why delay exists, not as punishment, but as preparation. Inner strength must be formed before outer reward can be safely received. True strength is not physical or financial, it is emotional stability, mental endurance, and spiritual grounding. These qualities cannot be learned in comfort. They are forged in waiting seasons, times when effort seems invisible and progress feels slow. Delay forces a person to confront doubt, disappointment, and uncertainty, shaping resilience that no shortcut can provide. When success is delayed, discipline is tested. A person must continue showing up without applause, continue believing without evidence, and continue working without guarantee. This process builds consistency, which later becomes the backbone of lasting success. Those who succeed too quickly often lack this consistency. When challenges arise, they collapse because they were never trained to endure pressure. Delay also strengthens patience, a quality essential for leadership and long-term achievement. Impatience leads to reckless decisions, while patience produces clarity. Through delay, a person learns how to wait without quitting, hope without desperation, and move forward without panic. These traits later protect success from being destroyed by haste or emotional reactions. Another hidden gift of delay is humility. When progress is slow, pride has no place to grow. The ego is softened and self-awareness deepens. A person learns that results are not owed simply because effort is made. This humility later allows success to be handled with grace instead of arrogance. Struggle also sharpens problem-solving ability. When doors remain closed, creativity awakens. A delayed path forces adaptation, learning, and innovation. Instead of relying on luck or timing, the individual develops skills, insight, and strategic thinking. These tools become invaluable once opportunities finally open. Perhaps the most important strength developed during delay is emotional control. Waiting teaches how to manage frustration, jealousy, and fear. It teaches how to remain calm while others advance faster. Without this training, success can easily be ruined by emotional instability, anger, greed, or insecurity. Delay trains the heart to remain steady regardless of circumstances. Outer success magnifies inner weakness. If insecurity exists, success will amplify it. If fear exists, success will expose it. Delay exists to heal and strengthen the inner world before the outer world expands. What looks like slow progress is often deep construction happening beneath the surface. When success finally arrives after delay, it rests on solid ground. The person does not panic under pressure, crumble under criticism, or lose direction during challenges. They have already survived worse without resources. That memory becomes confidence, not arrogance, but quiet assurance. Delay is not wasted time. It is training time. It ensures that when success comes, it does not destroy the one who receives it. Instead, it elevates them safely, sustainably, and meaningfully. Comfort is easy to desire, but character is far more valuable. While comfort brings temporary pleasure, character determines the quality and impact of a person's life. This is why success is often delayed for those with good intentions, because the focus is on shaping who they become, not just what they receive. Character is revealed in discomfort. When life is smooth, values are untested. But when progress is slow and recognition is absent, true integrity emerges. Delay asks difficult questions. Will you remain honest when shortcuts are available? Will you stay kind when bitterness feels justified? Will you continue doing what is right even when it brings no immediate reward? Good people are often placed in prolonged seasons of difficulty because they are capable of growth through pressure. Comfort can weaken moral awareness, but struggle sharpens it. Through delay, a person learns self-control, empathy, responsibility, and ethical strength, qualities that cannot be developed through ease. Delayed success also prevents moral compromise. Many people sacrifice values to escape hardship quickly. When comfort becomes the goal, principles become negotiable. Delay protects good people from trading long-term integrity for short-term relief. It teaches that success gained at the cost of character is failure in disguise. Another reason character is prioritized over comfort is influence. People with refined character become examples to others. Their journey inspires trust, respect, and credibility. When they speak, their words carry weight because they have lived what they teach. Comfort alone cannot create such influence. Only tested character can. Delay also develops compassion. Those who experience hardship understand pain more deeply. They become less judgmental, more patient, and more generous. When success finally arrives, they use it to uplift rather than dominate. Their comfort becomes shared comfort, not selfish security. In waiting seasons, motives are purified. If success were immediate, intention might remain shallow. Delay removes external rewards, leaving only purpose behind. Why continue when there is no applause? Why persist when no one is watching? These moments refine intention until actions are driven by truth rather than recognition. Character also determines how success affects relationships. Without strong character, success isolates. With strong character, success connects. Delay teaches how to value people over progress, relationships over results, and ethics over ego. These lessons protect success from becoming lonely or destructive. Comfort often weakens gratitude, but delay strengthens it. When success finally comes after struggle, appreciation is deeper and humility remains intact. The person remembers the difficult days and remains grounded. Gratitude becomes a permanent attitude rather than a temporary emotion. History shows that those who rise slowly often stand longer. Their foundations are ethical, emotional, and spiritual. Their success does not corrupt because it does not define them. They were shaped before they were elevated. In the end, comfort fades, but character endures. Delay ensures that when success arrives, it enhances character instead of replacing it. The goal is not simply to live well, but to live rightly. That is why character is formed first, and comfort comes later. Not every opportunity that looks like success truly is success. Some doors open quickly not because they are right, but because they are easy. Delay exists as a form of protection, shielding good people from outcomes that would damage their peace, values, or long-term purpose. When progress is slow, discernment develops. Waiting sharpens awareness, teaching the difference between what is attractive and what is aligned. Many paths promise rapid rewards, but demand hidden sacrifices, compromised ethics, unhealthy environments, or constant anxiety. Delay prevents a person from stepping into success that would ultimately cost more than it gives. Fast success often brings unmanageable pressure. Without preparation, sudden elevation can overwhelm the mind and distort priorities. Delay ensures that when responsibility increases, the inner capacity to handle it already exists. Protection is not always about stopping harm. It is about preventing premature exposure to weight that has not yet been trained for. Delay also guards against identity confusion. When success arrives too early, it can become the foundation of self-worth. If that success is later lost, identity collapses. Waiting teaches that worth is not tied to outcomes. This inner stability allows future success to be enjoyed without becoming enslaved by it. Another hidden danger of wrong success is the company it attracts. Rapid rise often brings people with shallow intentions, those drawn to benefit, not loyalty. Delay filters relationships. It reveals who stays when there is nothing to gain. When success finally comes, the circle is smaller, but genuine. Wrong success also accelerates burnout. When achievement outpaces emotional readiness, exhaustion follows. Delay allows balance to be learned early, how to rest, reflect, and sustain effort over time. Sustainable success is built on rhythm, not constant strain. Some forms of success silence inner purpose. They keep a person busy but unfulfilled. Delay gives space to reflect, realign, and listen inwardly. Without this pause, life can become productive yet empty. Protection sometimes looks like slow progress because it keeps purpose intact. Delay also blocks shortcuts that would shape the wrong habits. Easy gains teach dependency on luck rather than discipline. Waiting builds skill, structure, and integrity. These qualities ensure that when success arrives, it can be repeated, not feared or accidentally lost. What feels like missed opportunities are often avoided traps. Delay redirects toward paths that bring peace along with progress. The right success does not require constant self-betrayal. It aligns effort with values and achievement with meaning. Protection is rarely dramatic. It is quiet, subtle, and often misunderstood. Delay is one of its most powerful forms. It keeps good people from becoming successful in ways that would harm them. Timing is not random. Every meaningful outcome depends not only on effort, but on alignment of circumstances, readiness, and purpose. Delay exists because success that arrives too early or too late loses its intended impact. Proper timing ensures that success fulfills more than personal desire. Effort alone cannot control timing. A person may be ready in skill but not in wisdom, or prepared internally but surrounded by the wrong conditions. Delay allows all elements to come together. When timing is right, progress feels supported rather than forced. Greater purpose often involves others. Success meant to uplift more than one life requires coordination. Delay ensures that the right connections, environments, and responsibilities converge. What looks like personal waiting may actually be collective preparation. Timing also protects momentum. When success arrives at the wrong moment, it struggles to grow. When it arrives at the right moment, it multiplies naturally. Delay ensures that foundations, systems, mindset, and clarity are in place so progress can expand instead of stall. There are seasons for learning and seasons for leading. Delay keeps these seasons from overlapping. Learning while leading can weaken both. Waiting allows mastery to develop fully before responsibility increases. When leadership eventually arrives, it is confident and effective. Timing aligns success with emotional maturity. Early success without emotional growth often leads to poor decisions under pressure. Delay allows emotional intelligence to develop, patience, empathy, and self-regulation. These traits ensure that future success strengthens relationships rather than damages them. Another reason timing matters is perspective. Distance from desire creates wisdom. Delay allows reflection, helping a person understand not just what they want, but why they want it. This clarity prevents success from being misused or misdirected. Timing also creates contrast. Achievement after struggle is more meaningful. Gratitude becomes deeper and appreciation sharper. Delay ensures that success is not taken for granted but recognized as something earned and valued. What feels like being behind is often being positioned. Delay moves people into the right place, with the right mindset, at the right moment. Rushing disrupts alignment, waiting completes it. Success aligned with proper timing feels different. It brings peace alongside progress. It feels natural, not forced. It integrates into life instead of consuming it. Delay is not empty space, it is purposeful spacing. It separates preparation from fulfillment, ensuring that when success arrives, it serves its full intention. One of the greatest dangers of early success is that it feeds ego before purpose is fully understood. When recognition comes too soon, identity begins to revolve around praise, status, and external validation. Delay exists to shift attention away from ego and toward deeper meaning. It teaches that life is not driven by applause, but by purpose. When progress is slow, there is no crowd cheering. Effort becomes private. Motivation must come from within. This season reveals whether actions are driven by genuine intention or by the desire to be seen. Without delay, ego grows faster than wisdom. With delay, ego is refined into humility. Waiting dismantles false identity. Titles, achievements, and recognition are stripped away, leaving only the core self. This can feel uncomfortable, even painful, but it is necessary. When ego is quieted, clarity emerges. A person begins to understand why they are doing what they are doing, not just what they want to achieve. Delay also teaches reliance on inner guidance rather than external approval. In fast success, decisions are often shaped by expectations, trends, or the desire to impress. Waiting removes these distractions. It forces reflection, stillness, and alignment. Purpose becomes the compass, not public opinion. Ego seeks control and instant results. Purpose accepts process. Delay trains the mind to release control and trust growth. This surrender does not weaken ambition, it purifies it. Ambition rooted in ego demands reward. Ambition rooted in purpose serves something greater. Another lesson of delay is contentment without completion. Learning to remain committed even when goals are unmet builds emotional maturity. It teaches that worth is not measured by milestones. This prevents future success from becoming a source of anxiety or obsession. Delayed seasons also expose pride disguised as confidence. When plans fail or progress slows, pride resists adjustment. Delay breaks rigidity and encourages flexibility. It teaches how to learn, adapt, and evolve without feeling threatened. Ego resists change. Purpose welcomes growth. Dependence on purpose also strengthens resilience. When motivation is external, setbacks feel personal. When motivation is internal, setbacks become instructional. Delay teaches how to extract meaning from difficulty rather than viewing it as rejection. Eventually, when success arrives, ego does not dominate. Achievement becomes a tool, not an identity. Purpose remains central. This balance allows success to be enjoyed without becoming controlling or corrupting. Delay is not about humiliation, it is about alignment. It ensures that when elevation comes, it does not inflate ego but amplifies purpose. What is built inwardly during waiting seasons determines how success will be used when it arrives. Patience is not passive waiting. It is active trust in a process that cannot be rushed. Delay refines intention by removing immediate rewards and testing commitment. It reveals whether actions are driven by truth or by transaction. When results are delayed, motives surface. Some abandon their path when progress slows, revealing that their intention was conditional. Others remain steady, showing that their commitment is rooted in conviction. Delay separates those who seek meaning from those who seek reward. Refined intention is essential for lasting success. Without patience, intention becomes impatient desire. Delay slows desire down, allowing it to mature into clarity. A person begins to understand not only what they want, but the responsibility that comes with it. Patience also removes desperation. When urgency dominates, judgment weakens. Delay teaches calm decision-making. It allows space to evaluate choices, avoid impulsive actions, and remain aligned with values. This clarity protects future success from costly mistakes. Waiting refines how effort is applied. Instead of rushing, patience encourages consistency. Small actions repeated over time become powerful. Delay teaches that progress is not always dramatic, but it is cumulative. This mindset supports sustainable growth. Another way patience refines intention is by strengthening self-honesty. When external validation is absent, self-deception becomes harder. One must confront questions honestly: is this path still meaningful? Is effort aligned with values? These reflections refine direction and deepen authenticity. Patience also builds tolerance for uncertainty. Life rarely offers guarantees. Delay teaches how to move forward without full assurance. This tolerance is essential for leadership and innovation. Without it, fear limits potential. Refined intention also enhances focus. When time stretches, distractions lose appeal. A person learns to prioritize what truly matters. This focus prevents energy from being scattered once success arrives. Waiting seasons develop respect for process. Instead of resenting time, patience learns from it. This respect prevents shortcuts that compromise quality or ethics. Success achieved with refined intention carries integrity. Eventually, when progress becomes visible, it feels earned rather than borrowed. Patience ensures that achievement aligns with values and responsibility. It transforms success from a goal into a byproduct of consistent, intentional effort. Delay is the workshop where intention is shaped. It removes urgency, purifies desire, and aligns effort with meaning. When patience has done its work, success arrives with clarity, balance, and purpose. Delay has a way of softening the heart. When success is postponed, life becomes a teacher of humility, understanding, and emotional depth. Struggle exposes vulnerability, and vulnerability opens the door to empathy. This is why those who wait longer often understand others more deeply. Empathy is not learned through theory, it is earned through experience. When a person faces rejection, disappointment, and uncertainty, they begin to recognize the silent battles others carry. Delay removes the illusion that everyone progresses at the same pace. It teaches that unseen effort exists behind every story. Waiting seasons break judgment. It becomes harder to criticize others when one has struggled personally. Harsh opinions give way to patience. Compassion replaces comparison. This shift in perspective is not weakness, it is wisdom shaped by lived reality. Delay also develops emotional sensitivity. Struggle sharpens awareness of words, actions, and their impact. A person who has waited understands how small gestures can provide great comfort. This awareness transforms communication, making it more thoughtful and sincere. Compassion grows when hardship removes ego. Without constant success, pride has little space to expand. Instead, humility takes root. This humility allows connection rather than separation. People feel seen, understood, and respected around those who have endured waiting. Another gift of delay is the ability to listen. When life slows forward momentum, reflection increases. Listening becomes deeper, not only to others, but to inner thoughts and emotions. This listening strengthens emotional intelligence, an essential quality for meaningful leadership and relationships. Delay also creates a desire to uplift others. Those who know struggle rarely forget it. When success eventually comes, it is not used to dominate, but to support. Compassion ensures that progress becomes a bridge rather than a barrier. Empathy also guards against cruelty disguised as ambition. Without compassion, success can make a person dismissive of others' pain. Delay prevents this by embedding understanding early. It teaches that everyone is on a different timeline, and progress cannot be measured by comparison. Waiting seasons also reveal shared humanity. Regardless of background or ability, struggle touches everyone. This realization fosters unity rather than division. Compassion becomes a natural response, not a forced behavior. Empathy gained through delay lasts longer than sympathy gained through observation. It is rooted in memory, not imagination. This depth allows relationships to flourish and influence to remain humane. Success without empathy creates distance. Success shaped by empathy creates impact. Delay ensures that when achievement arrives, it carries kindness with it. Speed is impressive, but stability is powerful. What is built quickly often collapses just as fast. Delay allows foundations to be laid properly, ensuring that success is not only achieved but sustained. Time is not an enemy, it is a builder. Slow progress encourages mastery. Skills developed gradually become second nature. Understanding deepens. Confidence grows from competence, not luck. Delay ensures that knowledge is earned, not borrowed. When progress is slow, mistakes are inevitable, but they are instructive rather than destructive. Delay provides space to learn, adjust, and improve without catastrophic consequences. This learning cycle strengthens future performance. Slow building also reinforces structure. Systems, habits, and routines develop naturally over time. These structures support growth long after motivation fades. Fast success often lacks these systems, making it fragile. Delay teaches respect for process. Instead of resenting time, patience learns from it. This respect discourages shortcuts that compromise quality. What is built with integrity withstands pressure. Another advantage of slow building is sustainability. Rapid growth demands constant intensity, often leading to burnout. Gradual growth allows balance, work, rest, reflection. This balance protects health, relationships, and long-term vision. Slow progress also filters commitment. Only those truly dedicated remain engaged when rewards are distant. This commitment strengthens attachment to values rather than outcomes. When success arrives, it feels earned, not accidental. Delay also creates depth. Experience accumulates layer by layer, forming wisdom that cannot be rushed. This depth allows adaptation during challenges. When circumstances change, those who grew slowly adjust better. What lasts must be flexible. Slow growth allows flexibility to develop naturally. Rigid success breaks under pressure. Flexible success bends and survives. Delay teaches how to adapt without losing direction. Time also strengthens appreciation. Success achieved after long effort is valued deeply. Gratitude becomes permanent. This appreciation protects success from being wasted or neglected. History shows that lasting achievements are rarely instant. They are the result of persistence, refinement, and patience. Delay ensures that success is not just impressive, but enduring. What is built slowly carries fewer cracks. When storms arrive, it stands. Delay is the quiet architect of longevity.